Turbo Tales, the Taxi Cheetah Kids' Adventures. Welcome, boys and girls, to the amazing world of the Enchanted Forest, where magic sparkles in every corner and adventure zooms along faster than Speedy's taxi. Buckle up, because today we're going on a whirlwind journey with none other than Speedy, the fastest cheetah taxi driver you've ever met. Get ready to laugh, learn, and explore the wildest parts of this magical world. Every passenger has a story, and Speedy is here to listen. In the heart of the Enchanted Forest, there's a young cheetah named Speedy. He's not your average big cat, nope. Speedy has one extra cool ride, a banana yellow mini taxi with wheels that sparkle like shooting stars. This taxi isn't just for show, it's built for adventures. Adventures, you ask? You bet. Every day, creatures from all across the Enchanted Forest hail Speedy's taxi. They need rides, and boy, do they have some funny, magical, and surprising stories to share along the way. Speedy zooms down twisty trails, over glittering creeks, and even up steep mushroom bridges. But there's one rule in his taxi that all passengers must follow. If you ride with Speedy, you tell him a story. And Speedy just loves stories. He says they make the taxi rides even faster and a lot more fun. Today, Speedy's engine is purring, his bright yellow paint is shining, and he's ready to hit the road. Who will be his passengers? What surprises are waiting ahead? Let's find out. Beep, beep. Ready for a ride? Speedy zooms to a stop as his first passenger hops up, a fluffy rabbit named Mrs. Hopsalot. She's carrying a basket piled high with sparkly, glowing carrots. Oh, Speedy, I'm late. These carrots have to get to my daughter's rainbow picnic, Mrs. Hopsalot says, twitching her little nose. No problem, Mrs. Hopsalot. Speedy winks, opening the taxi door. Hop in and hold on tight. As they zoom through the forest, trouble strikes. A giant tree has fallen across the road. This roadblock can't stop us, Speedy says, grinning. Time to use the secret zigzag trail. Vroom, vroom. They swerve through winding dirt paths, kicking up glittering dust. While catching her breath, Mrs. Hopsalot begins her story. You see, these carrots are no ordinary carrots. They were grown under a double rainbow. That's why they sparkle. My daughter says they taste just as magical as they look. By the time Speedy's taxi screeches to a cheerful stop at the rainbow picnic, Mrs. Hopsalot's carrot mission is saved. She waves goodbye, shouting, "Thank you, Speedy. What would we do without you?" Speedy laughs. Saving the day is just my first lap. On to the next adventure. As soon as Speedy zooms around the next bend, he's flagged down by Griffin, a nutty little squirrel lugging a funny contraption that looks like a giant pair of flapping wings. Griffin, what have you got there? Speedy asks as the squirrel scrambles into the back seat with his invention. This, says Griffin proudly, is my greatest creation yet. It's a wing-flapping machine, and I'm presenting it at the Woodland Science Fair. Hold on tight, Griffin. Speedy revs the engine. Let's get these wings to the fair in record-breaking time. As they race toward the fairgrounds, the wing machine starts to rumble. And suddenly, whoosh! A gust of wind launches the taxi into the air. What? We're flying? Griffin squeaks as he clings to his invention. Panic? Not Speedy. No worries, buddy. Let's steer this thing together. Using the flapping wings, they glide back down, landing softly on a bed of enchanted moss. "Wow, that was unexpected," Griffin says, giggling. "But hey, it worked. Thanks, Speedy. Oh, and here's a story. I started inventing because I once tried to fly using my sister's umbrella. It didn't go so well until I built my first machine." "Keep inventing, Griffin. You're a natural." Speedy waves as he peels out toward his next adventure. Just as Speedy thinks he's back on track, something swirls above his taxi. Uh-oh, it's a mischievous gust of magical wind. Before he can slam the brakes, the wind spins his taxi in circles, whooshing him off the path and into the sky. "Hang on to your hats," Speedy shouts as the taxi flies through the air. Around him, clouds sparkle like cotton candy, and floating flowers giggle with delight. It's a magical mess-up, but Speedy grins. Nothing like an unexpected adventure, right? Using his quick reflexes, Speedy drives straight down a glowing rainbow slide, zipping safely back to the ground. "Phew," he says. "That'll wake you up better than a morning sprint." Not too far ahead, Speedy hears tiny giggles. A swarm of baby fireflies is bouncing around, each glowing like a gold star. "Where are you all off to?" Speedy asks, tilting his cap. "To the glow party at Firefly Hollow," one little firefly chirps. "But we're too small to fly far. Can you help us, Speedy?" "Hop in. There's plenty of room for you, glowy bunch." Soon, Speedy's taxi is glittering from the fireflies' excited buzzing. The little passengers sing a silly song as they ride along the twinkling forest path. The fireflies explain their story. Every year, they throw a glow party to celebrate the start of firefly season. It's a chance to light up the forest, dance, and share their happiness. When they arrive at Firefly Hollow, Speedy watches them twirl and blink in perfect rhythm. "You fireflies sure know how to party." Speedy chuckles as he heads back to his taxi. As the sun sets behind the golden trees, Speedy pulls his sparkling yellow taxi under the firefly lights. He stretches and smiles. "What a day," Speedy says, thinking about all the incredible stories he heard, Mrs. Hopsalot and her double rainbow carrots, Griffin's flying machine adventure, and of course, the baby fireflies with their joyful glow party. Speedy leans back, watching the stars twinkle above. "Every ride's an adventure," he says with a chuckle. "I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings." With that, Speedy drifts off to sleep, dreaming of the next story-filled ride he'll share. And so, Speedy taught us something wonderful today. Every creature, big or small, has a story worth sharing. Adventures aren't always about where you go, but about the people or critters you meet along the way. So next time you have a story to share, don't be shy. Tell it loud and proud. Maybe Speedy will pick you up in his taxi one day. Until then, keep dreaming, keep laughing, and keep adventuring. See you next time. Vroom, zoom, bye.